Hi everyone, welcome to the absolute ridiculous raged 7th episode of the You'll Never Walk Alone show with me, Prasad. We have the classic Mr. Param here with us, together with the legendary Mr. Kalai. Hi.
Hello, guys.
It's yet again a very disappointing week for us, for all the raids across the world. All right, so without further ado, let's go to straight away to the match review of the match against Leicester. So this is gonna be the stats, like what I've been always been telling. You know, the stats always looks beautiful on us. All right, we have more shots on goal. We had more possession against Leicester. We had more passes. Pass accuracy was definitely better, and we had 12 corners, but we could not convert anything. Only one goal, and end of the day, we actually lost the game. So your thoughts on the game, gentlemen?
Okay, first of all, I just wanted to, first of all, I think Mr. Guna is here as well.
Yep. Hi, Mr. Guna.
All right. Okay, well, let's, first of all, I would like to have a moment of silence for the death of Mr. Klopp's mother who passed away last week. Can we have a moment of silence for a while, please?
Yep.
Okay, our deepest condolence to Mr. Klopp for his demise of his mother. Now, getting back to our football match against Leicester City. Again, it was mistakes after mistakes. And there's one thing which I got very angry on that particular day was a player called Thiago Alcantara. He thinks he's bigger than Liverpool. He thinks he has come and won a championship league with Bayern Munich, and he has come to Liverpool to boast himself, to be the hero of the people, and he wants people to listen to him. He did nothing. When he came in the first half to take over Milner's place, he was making mistake after mistakes after mistakes. And he's thinking like he's bigger than Liverpool club itself. I would have taken him out. But Klopp just kept him. If there was another manager, if Mourinho was there, I'm telling you, Mourinho would substitute a substitute. It's very embarrassing to substitute a substitute. But he would have done that because he's playing so badly. The free kick which was given out because of him. And you know that last two matches we had, when Alcantara played, he gave away free kick in the first minute, and he got yellow cards in the first few minutes.
Yes.
This is not the way you play. And you are supposed to be the main player in the midfield, and he didn't do anything. I think he was one of the worst players there on the field on that particular day. I think he plays for the club or he ships out.
There's also an accusation from the other set of supporters where they were thinking that Thiago changed the Liverpool gameplay. Getting Thiago in changed the whole Liverpool gameplay in general. What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Param?
Yeah, I don't know what he changed. He make it worse. Thiago made the whole game worse. You know, I don't know what he's playing. He's going around and they kick. I don't know what he's playing. He make the whole team play mess. He messed up the whole thing.
He loses the ball.
He loses the ball.
He lost all the balls he took.
And the passes he made, the passes he made is worse. Terrible passes.
Okay, let's speak about the other two important blunders, I would say, of this game. Ozan, Kabak, and Allison Becker. All right. For me, I felt that Ozan Kabak does not belong to Premier League. Very, very slow. Too slow for the Premier League, I believe. And the communication, I think that was the second goal, I believe. The communication between him and Allison Becker that led to the Vardy goal, second goal for Leicester City. So your thoughts on both of them, gentlemen?
So for me, I just like to talk about the defenders. I mean, the only reason that we brought in the defenders, which I believe at least 90% of all the supporters would also support, that we want our original positions to be there, at least on the midfield side, which is Anderson, right? So what we saw is we brought in someone to replace Van Dijk, but the entire original formation of our heartbeat, for example, Anderson was supposed to be on the forward midfield. It was just not there. So I don't think it's going to give any impact, right? You still keep on see the mistakes that you say, right? With Kabak and with this new defender, and this is not new, right? The previous game, same blunder, right? And he was not there. So I don't think it's because the new defender has came in. It was not the understanding was not there and all that, but we're just not executing what we are supposed to be doing, right? The reason why we want to bring in someone to replace Van Dijk is to make sure that we bring Anderson up and get that momentum up so that less balls are going to come to the defenders, right? So for me, that's the blunder. I don't see why we want to bring in new defenders and keep the same second-end formation that we still keep doing to replace Van Dijk and so forth. It's not going to give us any results.
All right, having Ozan Kabak, was it better to not have him and just play with 10 players instead of having him on the position, Mr. Kalai?
Where is Phillips? I keep asking this question again and again and again. Where is Phillips? Where is not Phillips? Try to put him there with Ozan. Bring up Anderson. Phillips is doing a wonderful job. There should be some reason. I don't know. If I meet Klopp, I want to ask him, why is Phillips not playing? When he's done wonderful jobs. Huh? And he's not playing at all. I would have brought him with Ozan or with, we were talking about Ben Davies first. We were talking about Ozan, correct?
Yep.
And Ben Davies was not even there. Ozan looks like having a baby face, slow, all those things. I still feel our defense is not a problem. I still feel that. The mistake that day was because of the goalkeeper came out from the ball. Ozan was already there to take the ball. But because the goalkeeper came out and blundered, he should have kicked the ball out, but he went to the other player. He's having a bad week. All right? Very, very bad week. All right? And he has to do something about it. For me, I would just prefer to get Nat Phillips in, a player who's already been tested, who we know how he plays. But you go to put in a player, Ozan Kabak, we just come in a week and straight away put him there. Huh? But I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why we brought in Phillips, which I feel Phillips or Kabak, is to support so that our original midfields can go up. That didn't happen.
That's the idea.
So whether you replace Kabak, whether you put in Phillips, if you still have your original formation, which is that you have not bring up that original, bring forth the original formation, still not going to work.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. All right, we're done with the show. I mean, we have done with the first game against Leicester. Let's move on to the one of the, probably I would say, the heartbreaking scene where we saw Jurgen Klopp conceding, answering to the question where he conceded the title to Manchester City officially. And definitely he was, I believe he was crying a little bit when he was speaking about it. So this was the Jurgen Klopp's reaction. He said that, yeah, they have conceded the title. He can't believe that he have conceded, but he have agreed that yes, Liverpool have conceded the title to City. All right, so your thoughts on that comments, gentlemen?
Yeah, yes, I agree with him because I as I said on my last podcast, If Liverpool going to lose 2 more matches, that's it. They are out of the Champions League. They are out of the top team, and they are out of the UEFA Cup. That's it. They are gone. Finished. If the club doesn't, if the whole team doesn't realize this, they are gone. One more game they lose, and all the teams, Chelsea, Spurs wins. That's it. They are number 8. They're number 8. That's it. Finished. They are going to go down. I agree with Klopp. They are not. They are out of the champions. The out champions, and the Champions League, I doubt. No way of Champions League.
The good thing about we losing, the good thing about the whole scenario, after we lost to Leicester was all other teams was also losing. Okay, so we are still in the picture. We are still in the picture.
Yeah, just 6 points away from
to go back to the Klopp's crying. You see, the manager can do only so much, lah. But what he did was, I think the Philip thing, he might have a reason. He has to look seriously at Thiago Alcantara. Seriously, whether to keep him or take him off. He has not performed. You think he's bigger than the club, which is useless. Nobody's bigger than the club. And today's comment, if you look at the UK's TalkSport news today, everybody is backing him up, Thiago Alcantara. All right. The other thing is, the Henderson screwed him up in the game.
Yep.
Did you realize that?
Yep.
After the free kick.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he does that quite often. This Thiago does it often. He should put him or knock on his head and tell him you are smaller than just be on the right height is what he is. Like what I said, Thiago did not do well in Barcelona. He was there because other players were very good. Only the Bayern Munich game, the last couple of matches. That's all. That's why they wanted to keep him. So he's not a very good player. He brought him to take up the shoulders, took up the responsibility of Milner, Henderson, Keita, and all these players. And he is a mess. The number of times he has missed the ball, given away to the opponents, the Leicester's attack was very dangerous. If you actually look at the statistics. Okay, I would just give him 2 or 1 for the match out of 10 for his performance. Very, very bad. Okay, about Claring, I know Klopp really feels it. He actually wanted to take the trophy 1 more year. All right. See, sometimes he wants to shoulder the blame because of the lineups. The player should understand, see he's crying and make sure to do something about it this weekend. Because he has given
sometimes being too soft, I don't think it's going to work. It may be good for the first season to be understanding, giving a chance to people and giving them some motivation. But if it's not working, he needs to take stern action. He's not doing that. For me, if he's crying today, I think we have cried like 3 or 4 games before, right? We've never seen, the first time when we lost after a few years in home ground, we cried. He didn't cry, right? The second time when, continuously that we lost. The third time, continuous loss at home, which never happened in history, we cried. I've never seen him cry. So you ask me if you want me to give him some sympathy. No, he should have cried long ago. So I'm not giving him any sympathy for what he has just gestured about. He's giving him tears and all that. Should have done that a few games back.
All right. Speaking about another reaction from one of our top players, Mo Salah, this is what he actually tweeted earlier this week, where he said it's been a tough period of many reasons. We are champions and we will fight like champions until the very end. We will not allow this season to be defined by the recent results we have had. This is my promise to you all. So this is another reaction coming from one of the top players, Mo Salah, today. So your thought on that, gentlemen?
This is Liverpool. And I'm always up to, like, even from the first podcast that I've been always sharing, I trust these guys, right? It's just that we have not empowered them like what we used to do 2 or 3 from last seasons and the previous seasons and all that, where they was actually scoring goals. We did not empower them. Myself, I can just sum it up. The way that we have positioned them We have brought them back like 10 yards because of not enough of support from the back, right? And you know, they just can't perform in this formation.
So what do you think, speaking about not performing in this formation, what do you think the best, since the transfer window is closed, so we just got to play with whatever we have until the end of the season. That means we have to play whatever we have for the Premier League and also the Champions League. So what are the suggested formation that you think might win us games, Mr. Kalai?
We got to bring back Nat Phillips. And frankly speaking, the number of players, if you see the list of players who is injured, even Kelleher, the goalkeeper, is injured today. He's gone as well.
I don't know. I don't know whether we are playing on a football field in Kirkby or on a bricks. Every player gets injured week in, week out in Liverpool.
No, because I think it's COVID-19 problem. COVID-19 problem, and people get weak, you know. See, the muscles need to work. And there's a lot of things happening in the COVID-19 season. All right, so we don't know. But anyway, I think we are the only players who are getting injured. Man City is full strong. We have players from Chelsea and Manchester United were strong. We have the same 11 players who are playing there. And it's a good thing they're drawing here, drawing there, everywhere. Yesterday also they drew with West Bromwich. So they are there. But you know what? See, we played well. Leicester, do you think what? Except for the mistakes, I think we played very well. If the other day Thiago was not playing, I think we would have won the match. Seriously. And we played very well until the first goal. After that, we just lost it. Until that goal, what did Leicester do? We were there all the way. But the midfield was okay. Thiago was not okay at all. Finish. He misses the ball, loses the ball and all. So, keep the team. Keep the only thing defense. Klopp has got to make a wise decision on that defense. What is he going to do? Is he going to keep Ozan or bring back? You see, Philip is a very tall player. And he did well in the last 2 matches. You can see him playing. Bring him back on the midfield. Ozan in the defense. You're going to bring Ben Davies, Ozan, put him there as well. Don't underestimate Leipzig. Do not. I know Leipzig from last season. I watched them in the German league. They gave fight to Bayern. They gave fight, and they were. I think they until the semi-finals last year.
Yep.
They went to one of the quarterfinals or semi-finals last year. Anyway, so they were there. And if you know the Germans, they will play until the last 90th minute. All right, keep the first top three. Midfield, Keita is also injured. I'm not sure who they're going to put in the midfield today. I don't think enough players to put him in the midfield as well. Okay, but anyway, I think we have players to play lah. But anyway, see, Klopp has got a style to play the way he's supposed to play. His only thing is not happening because of the injuries. I think if we have the first 11, like what we had last year, do you all think we'll be in the same situation?
Never.
I mean, we've been talking about variables. So when you say why Philip's not there, Kabak is here, these are guys who are, when we say variables, they keep on changing, right? Have you ever noticed about what is constant? The 5 games that we played last, which we were devastated, 5-6 games, right? What was a constant factor there? It was Anderson. Why can't people see that? Why can't Klopp see that? A constant player who is there for 5 games and we're losing, right? So so the constant is wrong. The variables that we are putting, we're just trying.
Well, I think
there's
the positioning.
Some issue there which is very consistent. So basically, I see, all right, one of it is, for the past few games, we've got Anderson is back. And then we have other players which are consistently there, but they were not supposed to be there at the original position itself. Can't we just change that? So that's what I'm trying to say, right? Bring them back to the original position itself. And we're not
Anderson. Well, Anderson is playing all the matches, and you know, he's going around. Even though he's not in the defense, he's going around to the midfield. You know, he's going around and everything. But things that is his original position is not there, and and he had to do something about it. He got to do something about it. And Klopp, I think the next match, I'm not sure how he's going to change the thing.
Do we need to rest Allison and bring in another keeper, or do you think you still want to go with Allison? Because now we are talking about a keeper.
Who do we have? Who do we have?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I think Kelleher is available. I think he's not injured. Mr. Kalai, he's not injured.
No, he's not injured?
Yeah, he's not. He's not injured. I believe that we have him. And don't forget, we still have Adrian. If you favor him.
Oh, come on.
We have that.
He's okay. He's okay. Kelleher is okay. He's a good player. He's better than Adrian.
Right.
I mean,
Adrian.
Come on for Adrian.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next game. Okay. Glad that the Premier League is we are taking a rest in the Premier League. We are moving on to the Champions League round of 16 against a very tough Leipzig side from German. Okay, we're gonna play in Budapest. It's gonna be on a neutral ground since there's a restriction from the German government to bring in Liverpool to play in German. So this is the insights of the match preview of this game. So this will be the first competition where Leipzig will be playing with Liverpool. All right, and Liverpool are unbeaten in the last 5 away games against the German sides. Leipzig only previously played in the Champions League last season. And they are also unbeaten in their last 6 home matches, but it's not going to apply for this game because they're going to play in a neutral ground. And Leipzig have only kept 2 clean sheets in their last 10 home games in the Champions League. One of them coming in their only knockout game against the home turf to this date, which is against Spurs. But again, like what I said, the home ground advantage is not there because we are going to play in the neutral ground, which is in Budapest. So your thoughts and your prediction to this game, gentlemen?
Okay, the Leipzig game, well, I understand Leipzig is number 2 in the Bundesliga. Number 2 in the Bundesliga. And it's not an easy league as well.
Yep.
Okay, you understand that first. All right? But we have a team which can match any team. All right? We've done badly. We've done badly out of the last, 5-6 matches. I think we lost most of the matches except the 2 matches we went against Tottenham and West Ham. Very badly done. I wonder how bad can we go some more. All right? You should get better than getting worse than this.
Yep.
Okay? Playing well, play the way they played against Leicester for the first 73 minutes until the first goal came. Okay, just don't make mistakes. See, what Allison did the other day was actually coming out. He was playing the last defender all the matches. You know, he always comes out for the headers.
Yep.
I think you have seen matches.
Yep.
And he has been put as a last defender. The moment you see the ball coming up, go out and kick the ball. That was, I think his order is got it from the coaches. Okay, that's what he has done as a last defender because he doesn't have experienced defenders with him. If he has got Van Dijk and Matip and all, do you think Robinho would be Allison would have come out? No way he would have come out. And he's been the last defender as what he has been told. So I think we can go and get a result from Leipzig. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. So it will be a good match to watch because it's 2 different league between 2 different countries and the people playing 2 different styles of game. Not playing with the same English Premier League and getting whacked. All right. So I would prefer. I would think I'll go for a 3-1 Liverpool win in Budapest.
Thanks, Mr. Kalai. Over to Mr. Param.
Yeah. If Liverpool if Klopp would have changed the way of the pattern, of the one-touch ball, and I think because Liverpool plays always one-touch ball, fantastic. A fantastic game Liverpool plays with one-touch ball. And if they change the pattern of the game, I think Liverpool they can overcome this problem and they can go on winning all the games. And for me, I think I'll go for Liverpool for a draw, 1-1 draw.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Param. Over to Mr. Guna. Your predictions, please.
At the current running, for me, it all depends on the formation that he's going to put. if he's going to put the same formation, I think we're going to lose. We might be losing 1-0 to Leipzig. That's my prediction. If it's the same formation, for me, it's nothing else. You can put anyone that you want. You will see magic if you bring forward Anderson just about 10 yards above, right? You will see magic. If it's not, I will still think we may lose the game, at least 1-0.
All right, thanks for your thoughts and predictions, gentlemen. Okay, before we just wrap up, I've got an important question to you. Since all of you guys are aware that there are certain clubs are forced to play in this neutral ground, like Leipzig. Okay, they are not allowed to play. I mean, Liverpool are not allowed to come to Germany to play the game, so they actually play in a neutral ground. So, do you think that UEFA need to scrap the away goal ruling, since some of the clubs are playing on a neutral ground on their away leg games? So do you think they need
It's
to
okay? Like, you know why? Because there's no crowd. See, the crowd makes a lot of difference.
Don't you
Not
think the
because
atmosphere plays a vital role as well?
There's no atmosphere.
Because I mean, playing one game at the neutral ground is okay, but how if you played both the games on a neutral ground? So does that do we need to scrap the away goal?
No, you see, it will take much longer to finish the game than actually having it in an away game rule. The away game rule has made the game very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You look at it. You see, you win 1-0 and you go away, you can't lose 2-1. You understand what I mean?
Yep.
You win 1-0 here, you go away. If you win 1-2, if you lose 2-1, you still win.
Yep.
Because the opponent did not score here.
Yep.
You know, it's a 2-1 thing they won, but we still win. So that is, this is the most exciting part of this away goal. You know, if you win 2-1, okay, just we play one goal. You know the game against Olympiacos, which Liverpool played.
Yep.
The cup in 2005. We were winning 2-1, but that we can't go in. We won the match. We wanted to win 2-1.
That was actually, I think, what are the group stage? We need the goal differences.
It was a group stage, but we needed that goal. Oh, it's a group stage, isn't it? Okay, that part of it. But we needed that goal.
Yep, yep.
So away games make it very exciting, especially the last games when Tottenham played against Ajax Amsterdam. They lost 4-0. They came back. You know, a lot of interesting part. You know,
yep.
Like Liverpool if Liverpool lost to Barcelona 3-0, we were winning 4-0. One goal by Barcelona that day,
they win.
They would have lost the game.
Yep.
So wasn't it interesting?
Yep.
But it was bad for us. Our heart was winning. One goal for Barcelona, we lost the game. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, we won. But it makes it interesting. Even 4-0 was not enough.
Yep.
Because you will go forward. When 4-1 would have lost. So it makes things interesting. I think they should keep it. Something different, something different from other things.
Your thoughts
on
that?
For me, if you talk about fairness, if one side is considered home and playing at neutral ground, then it's not fair, right? The second game should be also at a neutral ground. Of course, today when we say home ground or away ground, there's no fans, there's no difference. But the slightest difference on smelling the local ground or home ground makes also a difference, right? So to me, if it's a neutral ground in the first game, second game should be also at
neutral ground as well. I said maybe it could be neutral ground, you know, because the German might not want to come to UK as well.
Yeah.
I understand that as well.
But that's my.
I think that's true. That's correct. That's
fair,
right.
being fair. Yeah.
Well, to me, if let's say the country doesn't allow this team to come in and play, it is not the UEFA club official problem. It is that country's problem. You know, it's not about the thing. So you have to play here. So, but the rules say you have to play home and away. You know, if it's away, then you play in the neutral ground. It's not it's a problem. So you got to play neutral. But
don't you think that UEFA need to change the format, like what the League Cup in English League Cup, where we normally used to play 2 leagues, but now we're only playing 1 leg. So it's in a neutral ground. You know, don't you think that UEFA
No,
needs
to me, I think you have to be home
That
away
would be
better.
fantastic. I would love that.
One,
One-off game, lah. Just a
One-off game.
one-off game. Wrap it up and keep going because the COVID-19 situation is quite bad in the world. And this one match, one-off match, it's a fantastic thing to do. Play neutral ground, wrap up like a finals. Every game will be hell.
Every game is a final.
First game will be like, okay, we lose the Suzuki, man, come back, we'll do it again one more time. These are no chance. Go in like a final, play the game as a final, win, lose, winner takes all, wrap it up. What a game!
Yeah,
man, I tell you
that's
guys.
nice. I mean, if you're just having one game, I think that'll be
Neutral ground.
that'll be the best.
That'll be the best.
yeah,
European
this
Cup,
situation,
having
yes.
home and away, that's the beauty of that European game. I mean,
It'll be a fantastic game.
just have that
Yes.
a different way of looking at it. It's nice.
Yeah, for this
But you
now
know, when your team
situation, I
loses-
think yes.
When your team loses the first leg, you'll be wondering on that particular day. You should have a second leg in actually.
One thing
Yes.
from our side, you know,
It's one of things. Very interesting. Every fan and player and managers, supporters, everybody in the world will be all on their toes, lah. I don't think they'll miss any games.
Exactly. So thanks again. We are at the end of the episode 7 of the show. And just to let you know, our episode 6 will be, we are going to invite a special guest from the Everton Malaysia Supporters Club, which is going to be just before the Everton match this week as well. So meet you guys on the episode 8. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.
Okay, good luck to all. Good luck to Liverpool on the day. Hope we win on particular day against Leipzig. And see you guys on Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
All the best.
You have
No
to
walk
improve.
alone.
Have a nice day.
Never
Never walk alone, guys.